Hey guys, it's Paul here at PNUK Training. I want to give you, as quick as I can, an introduction how to get a ChatGPT messenger on your website like I have. Hello, who are you? Who are you? I'm ChatGPT, a chat powered by GPT-3. How do I get my a messenger like this? How do I get a messenger like? One of the easiest ways to get a messenger like chat is to download an app from either App Store or Google Play. They have variety. Don't do that. I have gone through 4 days of pain to get you this quick and easy, no tech required, step-by-step way to get this on your website. It's 100 times easier than I thought it was going to be. Before we dive in, it's always good if you pause me. Tell me why you're here. I'm going to give you how to use this basic system, how to get it working for relatively free. You do have to pay for the API on OpenAI. But tell me why you're here. Tell me what you're looking to get out of this video. Tell me what you're looking to get out of this training, and I will add it to the lessons in the training, which is free as well. But for this video, we're just going to dive in and get a chat box working like this. So just pause me, tell me why you're here, and then we'll get into it. Right, so next thing you want to head over to OpenAI, set up an account, and get an API key. So log in, come to this point. Many of you might have already done this part, but get to the place where you can generate a new API key. Check out the price, and it's all to do with how many characters you get in reply, how many things are being hit. It is generally, I think, a token is every 4 characters, and you pay 0.03 per token. I think it's less than that. That's ChatGPT 4. Oh, here we go, chat here. 0.002 per token. So for every 4 characters you get back, you're paying 0.002 cents. So you will need a lot of replies before it costs you a lot of money. But what I would recommend within your usage is setting up a daily limit here in your billing settings. Just set it just in case it goes nuts for the first few days when you first give it to the world. But keep an eye on that. Maybe set it minimum. But what we need is to go to API keys and generate a new one. I am just going to call this test. You call it something that might make sense to you. Create a key. Now this key we want to keep safe somewhere. Keep the information safe. We will be using it. We don't be using it a lot because in this form, there's just literally one place we need to put it. But now we have our API key. We're going to go sign up for PythonAnwyhere. I should have said is I'll put this all in a training course for you so you can go through each lesson with me and get to it. So there will be a lesson that says sign up for PythonAnwyhere. If you are outside of that, then type in pnuk.com/PythonAnwyhere. That will come to my page where I have an affiliate deal with them. So I think I get 10% maybe of anything that you will sell, that you will buy. In this instance, you don't need to pay anything, though it is free. So just log in, sign up, get started, start running in less than a minute, create a beginner account. We're going to call this test. I don't think test will let me in, will it? Well, it might do. So I'll do a test. Let's just see if it lets me in. Put in a password. Don't say it out loud like I always try to. Okay. And register. So you put in relatively something that means something to you. I usually put in the time of the day just to get past these because I do that many logins and things like that. So I'm in now. You can take the tour, but we don't need to. We do need to confirm the email address, so I'll just pause and do that. Obviously, check your email. Check your email. Grab this link. Just click on it. I'm not on my default browser, but you just need to click on it. I'm going to make a mess. Confirm. And that has got me in. So now what we want to do is go over to web apps, right? I'm just going to break into the next chapter. So come over to open web tab or up here web. They both do the same thing. We're going to add a new web app. We're not paying. If you want this to be at your own domain, you can sign up and pay. I pay like $5 a month for mine. But we are going to go next, and we're going to use a Flask framework. So this one here, click on that, click on 3.1, and here we are going to change this so that it says, let me zoom in. This will be whatever you've just signed up as your username. This needs to be, for this example, capital C in chat, and then get rid of the Flask underscore so that it just says, it should say your username / capital C chat / app.py, and then create that. So now it will create us a web app, and we can test it by going to this test 2015 pythonanywhere.com or wherever you've set yours up, and we get hello Flask. Hello from Flask. Hello Flask. Go back, and now we are ready to dive into the programming. This is where I'm going to take away a lot of the how-tos, a lot of the worry, a lot of the trying to work out how to get this working, like I did in various fields and things like that. And we're going to change this app. This is the file that you've just created. This is the Hello World Flask file, right? So what we're going to do is straight up delete it. Just delete that file. Big delete. Are you sure? Yes. Because what you're going to do is come back to my training, and you will see in the first lesson, well, it depends how I've structured it, you will see a file called app.py. I've just clicked on it, and it is downloading. Now, I've already got one in my downloads folder, so let's just get rid of them. Oh, let's move them. Just because it renamed it app.pp-1. Download it, and you'll see now it is downloaded as app.py. Now, when I go back to my file on Python Anywhere, and I'm going to click New File, so I'm going to type in I'm going to upload a file. I've done it 2 ways today, and I'm going to upload that in my download files wherever you've just saved it, and upload it. Now, when you open that file, the only thing we need to add to this at this moment is here. Look, see where it says Your API. Your API. We're going to see the rest of it's already populated with that capital chat, right? That's why we did it for that. We want to grab our OpenAI API key, which should be still here, and I'm going to post that in there. Post, paste, save, and that will be it. You could run it. I don't think anything's going to happen right now. You're going to get faults because everything's not working together. Some things will run. What will it say? No module Flask cores, right? So we've got to tell it everything that we are running on. But that's the first part done. Second part, go back to the training. Go back to training. We can close that now. We can close this and close this and go to training. And we want to download these requirement text. Download the requirements. So that is exactly what's going to tell it what we need. Go back, upload requirements text. Oh, click it even. That puts that one in. Back to training. Style sheet, download. We're going to upload that one. Style sheet. That just gives it a little bit of color. And the index HTML. Now this I can't upload as a file in the training for some reason. It doesn't let me. So what you need to do with the index HTML is copy it, go back to the training. This time do index as a new file, HTML, new file, and paste that and save it. Now I'm just going to pause you because we need to get another file that I haven't added, which is, let me pause you and I'll show you. Okay, so I've had it now. It's this WSGI file. I'm sure it means something. I would just ask ChatGPT what WSGI means. That's how I got to this point, and I'm going to upload that file. So we are now in, and we've got all the files we need, I believe. There is a logo file, I'll talk you through that in a minute. But now we need to run the requirements so that everything is also installed on the framework. So I would also run ChatGPT at the side. This is how I got everything working. So this is how to run the requirements. What we need to do is go to our folder and run pip install -r requirements.txt. So we know that that is that requirements.txt, right? So we come back to, there's multiple ways of getting here as well, but we're going to open a bash console. So new bash console. It's going to open, everything's okay, everything's alive. We're going to go cd chat. Now on the free version, we ought to go cd capital C chat, and then we're going to paste in that install requirement. Now while that's running, just be careful how many consoles you open. Sometimes, on the free version, you only get 2 consoles allowed. But if you get an error, too many open, I'll just show you where to go when this finishes installing everything. There's a chance we don't need everything on this, because I have proper messed about trying to get this working for days and days. So there might be some requirements not required. Don't worry about the error. Doesn't seem to affect it in this case. If you get an error saying too many consoles open, if you go here, see how we open 2, you can just close them. I'm going to leave that bash one open for now. But now we've got requirements installed. Right, so one last thing to change. Well, actually it's 2, but I'll show you the first. Let's go one at a time. Firstly, go back. See this file here, wgsbipy. Go back to that file. So if it's not showing up there, it's in your chat directory, wsgi.py. This here is probably on your code going to say change this. That's probably, maybe I'll leave it as that. It'll say change this, so it won't work. So what you need to do is after the home, so you need to make this directory up here. So I'll just zoom in if I can. So where it says whatever your username is, you need to change that here, right? So change that to, in my case, test 2015. In your case, whatever your username is, whatever your handle is, whatever it says right there, right? Change it to that and save it. Then come back out. So come back on the old snake's head, go to web, and you can hit reload. I'm never sure if you need to hit reload or not. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Never hurts to just fire up a reload. So now when we hit test 2015, access denied. But I wanted it to say that. I don't want your messenger to be able to be added to any website, so I have restricted it, right? So for some reason, the restrict code doesn't work on the actual PythonAnwyhere homepage, which is a bit weird. So if you come back to the app, sorry, I jumped through that. Come back to your chat file. Come back to app. Oh, click on it even. Come back to the app py, and you'll see here, restrict to your domain. Now the domain for this is test2015.pythonanywhere.com. Now, for some reason, this code doesn't like to be working on the root. So in fact, let me just show you. So I'll save it. I hit the reload. I don't know why it did originally, but then it seems to, I don't know if I've changed something it doesn't like. But this to me is how you want it, because you want it to be on your website. You don't want it to be on PythonAnywhere anyway, right? So go back to web and hit this, and it's going to say access denied. It won't let you. If I go back to that app and delete this, cut this part out, just to show you it's working, save it. I don't know if we have to reload. We have to reload? I think we probably do have to reload, so that's a good... Go here. Go to web. Reload. We've taken the restrictions off test 2015. I don't know why it don't work, to be honest. I don't know if it's an internal thing. But now the chat app is working. So if I can go, hello, who are you? And the reply, hi there, I'm ChatGPT. Can you help me with ChatGPT Messenger? Right, so it's working. Are we happy? It's working. Now, oh, my voice is gone. So just let's go through a few things to get you working. I'm going to show you how to get it on your website. But to get the logo's missing at the minute, if you want to add your own logo, come back to the chat folder. If you go to Files, Chat, you'll be getting used to where you are now. It is in this index HTML. What that missing file is this. Look, see this chat logo.jpg at PNUK logo. So change that to your company name, and all you've got to do is upload training file. Where will it be? Logo.jpg. So if it's called that, it'll work. I'm not sure if it'll work straight away without a reload. So it'll work. To change the styling, to change the sizing, that's all in your style sheet. So you can tinker with the box size, you can tinker with the format and the borders, tinker with the lettering and how it all works out. That's all in CSS. I'll add more and more stuff if you ask me questions. Or, as I say, best person to ask, ChatGPT. Ask them why it's not working. That's why I actually just asked why my first one's not working. My first domain, but ChatGPT said it should work. But I would go and say, how do I style this? And how do I tinker with my format? Be careful what you tinker with. Remember what you change. It can fall over when you change things. Right, now we're going to get this working on a website. Right, so final thing, I wanted to get working on your website, but the blocking of other domains I'm going to keep for another lesson because it's not working properly. It was working, it seems to have gone funky. So that file, the app PPY, is here, right? This seems to have stopped working. So I need to tinker with this code. So this will have been removed on the base code anyway. So you won't be seeing it, but it just means that we can't block other websites out for now. Look out for a new lesson. Look out for comments below. It was working, so it's annoying that it stopped working, but it has stopped working, which is a pain, obviously. Now, what I have done, let me delete this because I've been messing about a little bit. Back in the training, the embed code, if you go back to the course, the last one now, for some reason, Podia also won't let me share a simple embed code. So download the embed code. It's actually not a bad thing that this will keep it in a place that you know where it is anyway. If you upload a file, upload the embed you've just downloaded, open the code, and you're going to copy this iframe. So you want this again. So this will probably say your URL. So whatever your PythonAnwyhere URL is, put in your, put in your URL. So I am test 2015. It feels like this is the 100th time I've done this. Right, you don't need to save it. You don't have to worry about it. You can save it. If you save it, then if you ever need it for anywhere, and now it does work on any website, which we will fix, you know where it is, embed.txt. We're going to go back to wherever we are going to share that. So for me, it is in a YouTube. Sorry, a Shopify. I'm losing my mind now. A Shopify embed, which is the problem I've been having because of that domain deny. Go to the HTML. So if you're on a WordPress website, go and add a new block that says custom HTML. If you are inside Shopify, you just need to open the HTML editor. Wherever you're going to paste that code, paste it in. If you want to do wider, higher, you can tinker with the size settings, but this is just getting you up and running. And now, hopefully, we have the same messenger. Hello. Who are you? What day is it? That's whatever. I'm not quite sure if I know what day it is after all this. It's Monday. How can I help you? Can you help me? Set up a Shopify store. Have a think. Here it is. Yes, of course, setting up. So it is working. It's on the website. It's in its basic form. There's lots of other things you can do. I just cut it there because I want to leave a conclusion. It is easier to do. It is a little bit of funky messing about. I feel like I've got you in the right ballpark. I may have to change some of my lessons. Let me know if things don't work. Let me know if my code, I'll leave a link to the training where the codes are. It'll be free to sign up and log in and get it. Let me know if the codes don't work, if there's data wrong, anything like that. Keep telling me what needs tinkering. I may need to re-record this whole training session again. Hopefully for you it's made sense. I've done a little bit of chopping backwards and forwards. But the API is the only thing that at the minute that costs money. And within the things I've been doing, nothing has cost anything yet. So I think we were at 30 cents when I started. PythonAnwyhere looks like the app will work for 3 months, then you have to renew it. This site is disabled. Paying user sites stay up forever. So you may need to pay if you've got 3 months' time if you're happy. To be fair, platforms probably deserve your money. Well, they do deserve your money. It's going to be $5, $6, I think. Where's the upgrade thing? It used to say upgrade. Yeah, upgrade. The pricing is, this is what I'm paying and mine's fine. It's $5 a month. $6 if you include VAT. Lots more funky stuff to come that I'll add to the training course as we start looking into things. You might want it to be a newsletter sign up. You might want it to email you the transcript. These things are getting funkier. You might want to set up a database so it remembers the history and contact with the customer. Things like that are future stuff that hopefully somebody else has got videos on and I can share them with you. But if I really need to, I will add them to the lessons. So come look in the description. I will leave links to signing up for the free training where the files will be, just because it's easier for me to share them there for you, and more things to come. Let me know what else you need. pythonuk.com. If you've got a business that you want listing here, if you've got a YouTube channel you want sharing stats, I do recommend Zoho One as a very good business app. 45 plus apps for your business. It's well worth looking into. Anything else you need me to talk about? I feel like I've been talking all night, even though the video may not be that long. Hope that helped. See you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Paul at PNUK Training Punk out.